at Cleveland's starting group. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Iman Shumpert, and it's Verjao in at the center position. And for the Magic, Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Ben Gordon out there with Payton, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot.
Cavs were an all-out mess last year, and a lot of that was because of their depth. They just did not have the punch off the bench to keep leads or bring them back into games.
The Cavaliers are out of Cleveland as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in tonight's contest. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? For Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Welcome to NBA Basketball. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Anderson Verjao?
Well, I think what Verjao tries to do is wear down his opponent both mentally and physically. He gets in your head with his constant movement and his bumping and grabbing. But he also really understands what he's trying to do offensively, which is roll to the rim, catch the ball on the move, and finish plays either in transition or in offensive rebounding situations.
Yeah, you know what? It goes beyond that. He'll make you work wherever he is on the floor.
Now, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Verjao. Love's got his first basket of the night. For Orlando, they won their last contest, that game against Boston.
And I think everybody who was at that game would agree it was their defense that really won it for them.
Yeah, they were all over the place, flying all over the court on D. It's the kind of hustle that pays off big time for you. Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, Knicks ownership guys frustrated last season that Iman Shumpert didn't participate in the Summer League. And Steve, they were hoping he'd test out for some minutes at the point guard position.
Yeah, that's right, Kevin, and we heard his name arise all season.
Well, I briefly spoke with David Blatt. We talked about how they can best press their advantages in this game, and he told me that he expects their shot blocking to play an important role. He said, listen, obviously we want to keep them on the perimeter as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can also bottle them up inside. And Kevin, he's hoping that'll help them secure their second win in this season series.
Thanks for the reporting
around the rim. With his size and athleticism, I think he could be better scoring in the paint.
So they take the lead.
Out there, fellas.
LeBron dishes to Dellavedova. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Dellavedova's got 7. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. We'll look at Cleveland, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. Left side, Gordon. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton.
Stakes were just too much to overcome.
And here's Love from the arc. And the shot is good. Love's got his 3rd basket of the night. And it's Harris off the drive. Passes it to Gordon. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Departure of Dwight Howard kind of set that process in motion. And now trying to build with young talent, being very patient. And, they've put some good pieces in place. They've got to continue their strong work, though.
And it's going to be, and here is Green. This one for 3. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude, folks.
I should say.
The awareness, the release, everything was just perfect.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Magic leading by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
The Cavaliers trail by 10. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Marble. Harkless is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Dwayne Dedman. And it's Green in at point. And Marion gets it to go. Now Green. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, guys, Kyrie Irving, the #1 pick overall back in 2011, a player who promised himself he'd play in the NBA when he was just in the 4th grade. He said that came from his father. Confidence, confidence, confidence. That's all my dad preached. He'd always tell me, Kyrie, you could be this, you could be that. My dad had more belief in me than I had in myself. Gentlemen.
You know, it helps having people boosting you up, Doris. Thanks.
He only missed 17 games. And that's a far cry from his...
Oh!
Are you kidding me? Power punch right there.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team.
The answer. Quick fixes don't fix anything. When you make a lot of changes, oftentimes you just prevent players from learning and acclimating to a system, and you just continue to run in place.
Back to Marion. He passes it to Harris. Another 3 for Cleveland. Lays it up and banks it in. Payton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. They don't have any effort.
LeBron James on the wing. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket.
Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
Magic leading by 11. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Cavaliers head coach David Blatt, unknown here in the United States, but he spent the last 2 decades establishing himself as the premier coach in Europe. Last season, he led Maccabi Tel Aviv to an upset EuroLeague title. One GM described the team as, quote, outgunned at every position except coach. Kevin, it's been his dream to coach in the NBA.
And he consider him a genius-level coach. Doris, thanks. We'll see how he matched up to where they finished in the standings.
Well, it seems they just fell victim to slow starts a lot of times, and they didn't have the experience or firepower combination to overcome that.
Lined up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Here's Payton. No good on the buzzer beater. And that does it for the first half of play. Magic lead by 10. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters
now, so they really had to get their offense clicking.
The 3 from LeBron. That's good.
Oh, man, they needed a run to get back into this game, and they got it.
And misses. And the Cavaliers with possession. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
You know, the Magic are still clearly in the process of rebuilding, but sooner or later, and I think it'll be sooner, they'll be looking to get back into the playoffs with the kind of talent they've started to collect.
And with the Magic 2 consecutive years now, Steve, where they've been beaten out of the playoffs, but that could change soon.
Well, this franchise has had so much success since it started that even...
And here are the Cavaliers. This run now up to 13-2. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
The Cavaliers have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin. It's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And it's slammed in by Verejao.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that 2-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking.
Payton drives in. Dedmon. And there's the second dunk to finish it off. Now, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not
returned. It took him a while to get back into form, but Magic are hoping he can be a big piece for them moving forward.
Dedmon. And the layup's good off the glass.
Fine. They have really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot.
Gives him the lead pass. And stolen by Gordon. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 3. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. All right, the 4th quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play.
Two-possession game.
Dellavedova dishes to LeBron. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova.
Over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
6 to shoot. Count that one. That's 10 points for Kevin Love. Points this quarter.
Well, they're winning the speed game, guys, getting out in transition.
Well, I like the energy they play with offensively, and in the open court, tremendous flow. Up high and down hard with the one-hander.
Got a little extra forceful sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
Ben Gordon's checked in for Willie Green. Here's Dellavedova. Stolen by Gordon. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Banked in off the glass. The drive by Shumpert. And he dunks it down.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal.
There's Gordon with the 3. Good! Gordon's game clocks. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the Cavaliers with some changes. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Well, Orlando shooting 43% from the field. Fires for 3. LeBron grabs the miss. Miller outside. Here's Marion on the money.
Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, LeBron James.